Всем привет, с вами Егорка. И еще небольшой стрим по поводу Elder Scrolls. На прошлой неделе вышел патч 2.08 на Соньку, который переделал наконец-то то, что сломали с выходом русского языка полной версии патч был 9 гигов. Ну, как бы смысл не в этом, смысл в том, что вернули хоть на английском языке, но диалоги. По крайней мере, теперь хоть не немые персонажи. Ну и добавили пролог, темную бурю, задание. Ну, я так понимаю, там, скорее всего, будет восточный Скайрим, скоро дополнение, не знаю, я не смотрел. Что там выходило. Ну, в принципе, сейчас мы как раз начнем. Так. Боевые питомцы. Где он тут есть? Дома, материалы, расширение. Не надо, новое задание. Выбрать. Поехали. Так, куда мне идти-то? Говорить с Гвендис. Фиг пойми еще где. Ну, самое главное, что хоть на английском, но говорят. Ну, игра. Самое главное, что переведена полностью на русский язык. Притом переведена хорошо, без всяких... Я не видел лишний раз ни косяков, ничего такого. Ну, в плане на этих ошибок в словах, неправильно переведено что-то. В принципе, из-за того, что читалось в книжке, что-то еще, все достаточно хорошо переведено. Там можно спокойно играть, где тем, кто не знает английского языка, наслаждаться игрой, да и в принципе сам с удовольствием играю. Потому что некоторые слова все равно непонятно, что там хотели, даже зная английский. Так, и куда это нас отправит? Перед этим стримом практически не делал, особо не было времени и желания. За что-либо играть неохота было. Так, куда мне дальше-то? Блин. Принять, принял задание. Хоть бы написали. Куда, чего, я честно не пойму. Блин. Вы издеваетесь? Так, не туда. Надо было сразу почитать. Я, честно говоря, думал, что перекинул кучу заданий. Ну, по крайней мере, хоть ПВПшное одно доделал. В общем, попросили меня встретиться с их агентом Гвендис, чтобы вместе пройти расследование, кстати, свережать. Расследование из дома Рейвенвотч. Постараться как можно больше узнать где Даггерфолл. Так, что-то вспомнить, где Daggerfall есть. Daggerfall, все правильно. То я что-то как-то туплю. Сейчас хочу доделать все-таки задание в Скайриме и потом, не знаю, создать что ли нового персонажа, чтобы поиграть. Ну, с другой стороны, я не так много квестов делал, чтобы думать о том, что и как пропущено, ну, по смыслу. Поэтому не знаю даже. Надо будет все-таки дополнение купить. Жалко, конечно, 5000 монет. Ну, блин. А еще где-то. Я думал, в городе. О, зашибись. Как я тут шарт-то не взял.
You hear about the contract. Investigating the Grey Host is like trying to wrestle an angry spirit. Anyway, the Reyvenvotch could certainly use the help. The Reyvenvotch is dedicated to curtailing the activities of unscrupulous vampires, and the Grey Host is as unscrupulous as they come. Someone is rebuilding... Hey, I was doing stuff before you showed up. Look, there's a new Grey Host. One of their original leaders may be in charge. And everything I learned up to now points in the same direction. Bankerai Garrison. There's a scholar named Norette Deal there who may be able to tell us more about the Grey Host and how they were defeated. Cart's over there when you're ready to go. My research has uncovered pieces, but I hope the scholars at the Bankerai Garrison can put the puzzle together. Members of the Grey Host experimented with life energy, and at least one of them... My research indicates a council ruled the Grey Host. One of those leaders fell out of favor and another survived the final battle. A Durrani noble with connections to Viridian Watch gave the survivor sanctuary. In return, in the ancient past, the Grey Host sought to use life energy to draw souls into containment vessels called stone husks. It had something to do with returning the dead to life. I think my research indicates a council ruled the Grey Host. One of those leaders fell out of favor and another survived the final battle. A Durrani noble with connections to Viridian Watch gave the...
Так. Ну ладно. Где тут Банкарайский гарнизон? Проверь, вот тут бегать никуда далеко не надо.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected. What happened here? Nice camp, I suppose.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you here for a tour? I'm afraid they've all been suspended until this mess with the Imperial Army is resolved. If I could offer a suggestion, turn around and head for the safety of Evermore's walls. As you can plainly see, now is not a good time. My fellow scholars and I fled when Septima Tharn and her Daedra-worshipping zealots attacked. We barely got out before the first impacts from their occupying the walls. And they didn't just attack the garrison, they conquered it. The knights keep saying the Lion Guard will come. I'm sorry. Concern for my colleagues and the Pyre Watch warrior who accompanied them has my thoughts in a jumble. Come to think of it, the Pyre Watch are experts on the Grey Host. They're guardians sworn to watch over a Grey Host burial site located here in Bankerai. One of their warriors was here recruiting when the garrison came under attack. She went to protect my colleagues, but no one's returned. Can you go find them? Cogleen and Indus fled in the direction of Evermore with the Pyre Watch warrior, while Jannard headed toward Kerbal's Hollow. Please be careful. The wilderness can be treacherous. Even if my mind wasn't clouded with worry, I'm an expert on the Second Era. My First Era knowledge is extremely limited. The Pyre Watch knows more about the Grey Host than anyone. Fine. Thank you, friend. When you return with the scholar safely in tow, we should be able to put our collective heads together and dredge up that ancient history.
This scholar's research doesn't go back to the first era. And the other scholars fled? That puts a wrinkle in our plans, all right. This Pyre Watch warrior is a promising lead, though. I heard. Let's split up and go after them. All take Kerbal's Hollow. You head toward Evermore. Yeah, my brother Fenorian told me about one he encountered. They're the guardians of an ancient mass grave where the remains of the Grey Host are said to be interred. Probably knows more than the scholars. Find the scholars, but try not to get eaten by anything.
Так. Ну, хоть недалеко бегать уже хорошо. Кресток мученика. Ну, задание пока тут не сильно хочу делать. Так, а почему не переведено? То бишь, этого вообще не слышал, что она говорит.
I'll make it. Don't you worry.
You don't look like a refugee. Are you a soldier from the garrison? What? Oh, that's wonderful news. Cogleen and I intended to head straight for Evermore, but the cursed Imperials caught up with us. They would have captured us. She was, but we ran into Imperials. The Pyre Watch warrior distracted the soldiers and ordered me to flee. Then she took Cogleen and headed west. I will go to Scholar Deal's camp now. We are most fortunate you came to our aid. Other than the fact that they were defeated here centuries ago, not much, I'm afraid. I can tell you Empress Hestra's legions came to the aid of Bankarai garrison. Alas, you seek facts and figures that I don't have readily at hand. Perhaps when I can retrieve my papers from inside the garrison.
Так,
I will return
следующий.
to Scholar Deal's camp. All Papa guides.
Что-то как-то дофига заданий. Надо будет доделать все-таки оставшиеся задания как-нибудь. Кладбище Перина. Она еще рычит, собачка, прикольно. Даже не знаю, так, откроем, что потом не искать подземку. Крипта изгнанника. Где-то тут.
Over here! You're the first thing I've seen that isn't an undead monstrosity. Oh, lovely. Are you with the garrison? Oh, thanks, Stendar. I thought I could make it to Evermore, but I tired myself out. When I tried to pass through the old graveyard, I ran into unspeakable horrors. Thought I was finished. When the Imperials came after us, she managed to distract them and ordered me to run to the graveyard. I think she headed for the Crypt of the Exiles. Oh, I hope I'll hurry back to Scholar Deal's camp. Be safe.
Так. Ага, в подземку все-таки идти надо. Класс. Да, чувствую, там буду долго пытаться кого-то убить, учитывая, какие толпы туда прутся. Почему-то задания нет. Обычно рядом с подземкой все задания. Ну ладно. Вот подземки вообще еще не было. Здесь какой-то шар найти надо. Ну, в принципе, хоть небольшая, по крайней мере. Вот. уже надоело ящики, честно говоря, там, блин, очень сильно нужны рецепты, которые фиг найдешь почему-то. Потом все разберем. О, даже зеленый перчаточек нашел. О, какое-то задание. Мне нужен вот один рецепт с едой, который никак уже, блин, не могу достать нигде. Сколько времени? Так, а что у нас тут? Нашел поиск. Еда наша все. Блин, и ничего хорошего. Так, приказы рыцаря-командора. Брать камень памяти откуда-то. Что-то хорошее. Ладно, адский фон, собирать призраки. Куда мне вообще идти? Они оба рядом. Не-не-не. Блин, даже почитать не дают. Он же сволочь. Так, ладно, тут ничего хорошего нет. Так, дальше. Замуровали бедных. Шутка-то. По-моему, совсем про всех забыл. Сплошные скелеты ловятся. Так, мне сюда.
Come forward, you godless mongrel. My apologies, Wayfarer. The shadows make it difficult to discern friend from foe. You do not look like my enemy. Perhaps Tuwaka has not foreseen. It gladdens my heart to hear that Scholar Deal is safe. But what of the other scholars? That is truly fortunate. As for me, I escaped the Imperials only to find my... Lead on, Wayfarer.
Сволочь. Так, я не понял, помогала она или просто отстояла? красных мух набрал. Значит, только место занимает. Так, ну пойдем босса посмотрим. Где-то шар должен быть. Знать бы, где шарт. Ты откуда взялся? Опять мясной мух симполин. Вот автовод в этом отношении, мягко говоря, плохо. Блин, хапает все, что надо, все, что не надо. Так, ну тут же босс должен быть. Надеюсь. Это странное место. Трупы. Так, ну, да. Ну, по идее, это босс есть. Ну ладно. Помощница из нее так себе. Ну да, завершено. Ну, только почему шарт не нашел? Или в старых подземках не было? Обычно не во всех есть. Какой-то рецепт получил. Так, шардов нет. Ты вино. Где столько? Ну, пойдем искать дальше. Сори, не хочу останавливаться. Ладно, там лазил, искал что-то, а здесь я уже все бегал, смысла нет. Ну, этих можно. Так вот, пошустрее. Так, ну и... Странно. Обычно его хорошо сразу заметно, а тут что-то нифига. Ну ладно, посмотрим, что здесь. Вот. Как всегда, блин. А, какие-то наушники замучили, вечно глючат. Это мне нужен, если крючок, дайте шарт. Жуй давай. Больше ничего не надо, так что просто пронесемся вперед.
Let us see the sky once more.
Так, есть. Подземочку прошли шустренько. Так, где она тут?
I came to Bankurai Garrison seeking recruits for the Pyre Watch. Hunding help us, I did not expect those villains to arrive and send innocent people fleeing for shelter. The Grey Host was a terrible army of vampires, werewolves, and other monsters that pillaged the land. Only the combined might of the Bankurai Garrison and the Alessian Empire finally defeated them. The true story may be as enthralling as the legends, but we only have bits and pieces of it. Magic was involved, almost certainly. But whether it was divine in nature or Alessian sorcery, I can delve into the records of my order when I return to our sanctum. But understand that the Watch is concerned with keeping the past buried, not exposing it. I can tell you that there are indications that one of the hosts survived the slaughter. A Dureni noble. That gives some credence to the historical record. An incomplete parchment mentioned Viridian Watch, but we never saw the significance. It also said that only the worthy could enter. I do not know the nature of your mission, Wayfarer, and I still have my own to uphold. But if you seek answers about... I know precious little. I never visited the site myself. Though incomplete, the historical record indicates the survivor hid in a concealed space that they were guided to. Perhaps there wasn't much. Just that the worthy would be guided to safety. Perhaps that is the key, if you can determine what worthy means to a vile vampire. Any place associated with the Grey Host cannot be trusted. Evil does not fade. So be on your guard.
Так, кому тут отнести?
I will go check on the scholars at deal.
Всегда, пожалуйста. Так, кому тут задание-то сдать? Ты разогнался.
Do not concern yourself with me. My wounds are only superficial. There are many here. You do? I was told the Knights of St. Pellin might return it, but with the attack on the garrison, I had given up. This is beyond amazing. I know King Faharajad. All Sentinel will be thrilled at the return of the Memory Stone. It is a sacred relic, you know. I will tell that Makela Lecky was the greatest sword singer who ever lived by many people's estimation, and the stone is a record of her thoughts and experience.
Так, это сделали. О, куда мне сейчас надо? Немножко налево. Открыть портал, чтобы потом не бегать.
Nothing is certain until it happens.
Где там босс? Кто тут босс? Ой, понятно. Так, лагерь, мы вернулись.
Good, you're back. I found Jannard and I see you've managed to return with the rest. Show off. Now that we settled that matter, what did the Pyre Watch warrior tell you about the Grey Host? I was afraid of that. So much about the first era has been lost. I wonder if the Pyre Watch knows anything about the other details we learned. About the survivor and their connection to a Dureni noble. That matches what we already uncovered, and confirms the Dureni connection. Did you find out anything else I should know? A riddle, damn it. There's always a riddle. Well, I say we go to Viridian Watch and figure this out on our own. I'll mark the location on your map. Now let's go before Scholar... I'll meet you at Viridian Watch.
Так, а где он? А, ну здесь, по крайней мере, куда бегать не надо. Не в другую локацию, хоть радует. Так, ну через воду я не хочу. Блин. Так строит. Шардово где-нибудь, где-нибудь. Больше не хочешь, придется через воду. Призраки. Опять подземка. Да елки-палки. Книжечка. Еще какой-то рецептик. Мне нужен фиолетовый. Так, задание опять походу внутри будет. Это кто? А, игрок. Думаю, непись какой наш. Так, в принципе, небольшая подземка. Это хорошо.
Look. There's a sigil, right there. Don't you see it? It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find the way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. That explains why no one ever found any. We follow the sigils to wherever they lead. The survivor of the battle at Bankerai Garrison must have seen these and used them as a guide to get wherever they were hidden. If we find that place, we'll find answers. Come on.
Так, куда идти? Понятно.
Another one. Keep going west.
Так, меня еще интересует шарт найти и задание.
South here. Not that we have a choice.
О, шарт нашел. Так, теперь надо найти босса и квест.
East. Down that tunnel.
Что, время все-таки? Живодеры. Пустое. Тут ничего нет. А тут тоже ничего. Блин. Это типа который там лежал, что ли?
Let's go south. Up those steps.
Так, мы решаем вперед. Что за курица
East
там?
here. And down again.
Так, ну это, в принципе. Сейчас сюда сходим. Что у нас здесь вообще?
I owe you one.
Ну да. Уж должен. Топ-толку. Задания никаких нет. В принципе, там тупик будет, походу. Ладно. Делаем задание где-то в другом месте. Но подземка берется странно. Обычно в подземках всегда есть.
East here. And down again. Another one, northeast around this corner. Another one, northeast around this corner.
Так, где-то тут. А, вот здесь. Так, подземку прошел. Почему-то задания не было.
Keep going straight.
Странно.
I think we're close. Ha! This must be it. Now how to go about opening it. That's done it. Let's check inside. Rada Al-Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrid?
Так, что мне теперь тут делать надо?
Wait, what's that? Let me see it.
Сразу же нашел.
I recognize this signet, but that doesn't make... I don't know. No, this can't be. But it is, isn't it? I've seen this signet before, or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandas, had one. But why would he have something connected to the Grey? You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Reyvenvotch Castle in Rivenspire. Let's go. I'll explain more when we get there. I need time to think.
Так, что тут еще что-нибудь есть? Видимо, больше ничего. Ладно.
I need to see if there's anything we missed. Go on.
По крайней мере, хоть задания никакие сдавать не надо, можно и телепортироваться. Так, интересно, где... Это вообще еще нет. Это вообще что? Да, тут совсем не. А где моя это? Спутница-то? Так, пойдем. Сейчас. Перемещение открыть, что ли?
There's trouble in Crestshade, but I'm not sure I'll find a safe haven at that place up there.
Over here. Good, you made it. So, I've had some time to think. I know this may seem a little unorthodox. Yes, but we just learned that Count Verandas, my friend, my mentor, and the leader of House Reyvenvotch possesses a Grey Host signet. That disturbs me, and I don't want to do that until I have more information. Verandas and Look, I'm not just going to run in there and hurl accusations at him. Verandas stores relics he's collected over the centuries in the castle cellar. Always keeps the door locked tight. I trust Verandas, but I need to see what he's hiding. I hope this is all a misunderstanding. This way. The door's over here.
Хорошая дверь. Закопали в прямом смысле слова.
And? Watch out for vermin. We don't fumigate down here as often as we should.
Так, понятно. Еще фиг его знает, куда нам идти. Что за неправильный вампир? Нифига не помогает, только бегает вокруг. Это тоже неинтересно. Хорошо иметь такой топор, и фонарик не нужен. Блин, обратно прибежал. Нет, не обратно. Все-таки елки-палки, кто тут сюда топанулся, хотя... Правильно, стрелка-то была подняться наверх. Заговорились.
Let's hurry to the cellar. I'm fairly certain I can get it unlocked. Give me a moment. Hurry now. Inside. See if you can find the signet. It must be in one of these crates or boxes. Just a crate of knickknacks. Nothing important. Keep looking.
Так, ну хоть что-нибудь вкусное-то тут есть. Банана. Бутылочка. Так, тут что?
Not in there either. Ugh, verandas. Why are you so good at hiding things?
Так, ладно. Конечно, интересно читать. Сейчас я не горю желанием. По-быстрому доделать это задание. Потом уже буду.
Another secret door? I didn't know that was here. It has the same mark as the signet. Maybe.
Ну да. Надо облазить все.
Let's see what's inside. What is this place? Did Verandas use this as a secret study? Check the desk, would you?
Так, потом сначала книжки. Вот что хорошее будет. Ничего. Жаль.
That letter. What does it say? That letter. Please tell me it's just an old to-do list or something, and not actually proof that the man I trusted with my life was involved with the Grey House. What? Verandas, how could you? I don't want to believe it, and yet here it is, right before my very eyes. Why didn't he ever tell me? I thought I knew everything there was to know about him. It's possible that castle no longer exists, but I want to go. I refuse to believe Verandas was part of the Grey Host. There has to be more to this. Some piece of the puzzle that makes sense of it. Thank you. The cart's still waiting outside. We'll take it to the docks and travel by boat from there as we follow this map. Go on ahead. I want to take one more look.
Ну вот. Нет бы телепортировать, как в прошлый раз. Вот же лентяйка. Так, где тут выход-то? Пусто, пусто. Так интересно, думаю, может, что вкусное есть. Но там тоже пусто будет.
Verandas, we know you're in there. Open the door, please.
С другой стороны. Так, где этот? И... Где она? А, вот. Что это за зеленый грифон? Попугай какой-то.
I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Delaying the inevitable won't help anyone, and it won't get me the answers I need. Come on. Answers, I hope. Look, I have to do this. I'm going to see this journey through, no matter what truth waits at the end. That letter we found. I can't believe Verandis was part of something as evil as the Grey Host. I guess we need to go to the secret island, and the castle if it still exists. I won't rest until we follow the map. We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back of the letter. Fingers crossed, we'll be there faster than... Look around, and hopefully find nothing. Determine this was just all a big misunderstanding. That Verandis was never a member of the Grey Host. If not, then I suppose I want to find undeniable proof that my mentor was a monster. So, this still doesn't feel entirely real. I can't believe we found a letter tying Verandis to the Grey Host. From Rada al-Saran of all people. At least there's a map. Let's find this damned island and finish this. We discovered a signet that looks just like one my mentor, Count Verandis, used to have. A signet that belonged to Rada al-Saran. When we searched Reyvenvotch Castle, we found an old letter to Verandis, requesting he come to... No, but I'm sure it was the same as the one from Viridian Watch. Not that it matters. You read the damn letter. It proves... I don't know what it proves. That my mentor might have been part of a cabal. I don't know what to think. Maybe he was forced to join them. Or lied to. Or tricked. Or...
Поехали. Большое какое-то задание. Тоже что-то новое. Совсем новое.
This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Grey Host castle, don't you think? If we can't find something about Rada al-Saran and Verandis, well, it seems obvious to start with the unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there. I think we should survey the island first. The Grey Host may be gone, but they could have left traps. And who knows what... I don't know. Something gothic and ridiculous. I don't like to generalize, but vampires tend toward the dramatic. Just be...
Пока тут только моржи.
What is that thing? Did it just pulse at me? Did you see that? That crystal thing clearly reacted. It pulsed as I approached. Well, it hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no. Probably not. I've seen something like this before, part of a ward. I think it responds to the presence of them. Now that they're awake, it should be simple enough to deactivate them. I'm not sure if your eyes are as good as mine, but I think I see a few more up ahead. I'll keep watch while you deal with the crystals. Well done. Let's go deal with the rest of the ward crystals.
Надеюсь, не зря сюда наверх лез.
You're pretty good at this.
Так, еще два. Вот такая же фигня, как моя собачка лазит. Упс. Да, не показалось.
Good job. Let's find another ward crystal.
Симпатяшка. Ой, пожрать надо. Да, ничего хорошего не дали. Ой, туда. Инвентарь. Предметы быстрого доступа. Так. Учитывая, что у меня их немерено, почему бы нет? Так, ладно. Еда где? Осталось последнее. А вид замка не такой уж и большой. Как-то много этих собачек.
That was definitely a rumble. Let's go check the castle.
Все-таки не зря учу этот скилл, что враги меня не замечают, когда я на маунте. Ну, если я близко к ним не подхожу, конечно.
The way looks clear. Let's see if we can get inside.
Зараза, я ж зашел уже. Прах вампира. Это еще фигня. Так.
I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive.
Книжечка.
This place must have been impressive back in the day, but now it's just decrepit. Looks like it's been abandoned for centuries. Luckily, I came prepared. The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandas has of this place. I'll leave it here on the table for when you're ready. I'd drink it myself, but a dreamwalk requires an impartial participant. Dangerous? Not usually. The potion mixes alchemy and magic, Verandas' own design. It lets the imbiber experience the memories of the person whose blood is added to the concoction. The potion is on the table. Make sure you drink the whole thing.
Так, ну пойдем. Ладно, все-таки выпьем, потом пойдем. Так.
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word. It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak. Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you. I will inform you once your crates have been moved to the study.
Серорать. Так, где-то что-то. Это что за язык?
Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind. We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of... When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hersin made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach. The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty Hersin has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. You aren't even fit to be one of Styric's foot. Greyholm is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. I'm a hunter. I ache to... Why do I even try to talk to you about such things? Lord Rada al-Saran...
Тут, я понимаю, тут оборотни. Так, где он, наверное, все-таки здесь дальше идти. Нет, это не почему вампир. Вампир. Тут многовато. Длинный шаг. А, только шаг в маске. Потом, скорее всего, это подземка какая-нибудь будет.
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting... Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself. To control both life and death. Such power is unimaginable, yet you squander it. Cost? Pah! What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you mastered your creation, you'd be able to resurrect them at will. They would worship you as a god. How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope Lord Rada al-Saran can talk some sense into you. Meanwhile, how I have missed our endless debates, my friend. How deep and fascinating discussions about science and philosophy. I look forward to renewing that exchange. If you haven't presented yourself, I've been quite successful in your absence. Rada al-Saran discovered a strange relic beneath the Reach. I spent weeks examining it. It's quite remarkable, and I've only scratched the surface of the possibilities it might offer our kind. I'd prefer not to draw any conclusions until I've had time to examine it at length. But I welcome the check.
Так, куда мне дальше-то? Обратно. Что за тормоза пошли?
Verandis, my friend. At long last. How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, to parley with the mortal queen? I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you, for such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verandis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves. Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It has been too long since we last saw one another, Verandis. Let us speak of better times, drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe. Good. You cannot imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence. It should please you to know that Ulfra shows restraint these days, and I know Zingalis would love to discuss his experiments. They understand little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host. It will take much to convince them. We have talked, and I have listened. I have humored your ideals far longer than they deserve. I invited you because you will flourish here, Verandis. You belong here. Your dream and mine are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction between us, it thins my patience. Still, of course, Verandis. I know you too well to think you would let the topic go so easily. I promise we will speak of it again. And yet you waste years away from your family, caring for those who live short and meaningless lives. Ah, Verandis, is my word not enough to appease you?
Lord Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you.
Это, наверное, будет обычный фонтан или что-то с кровью. Ладно, пошли кабинет искать. Так, дневник наверху.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the dream walk potion and drink it.
Так, где она?
You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you all right? Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dream walk. But did you say Verandis' study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host? Sounds like Verandis. That's why he founded the Raivenwatch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely, only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So, he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel? Then, he didn't lie to me. He's still the man I know and trust. He left out a few things, of course, but I'll deal with that another time.
Так, кабинет. Нам на второй этаж. Они еще взрываются.
After all this time, his scent lingers in this place. Did you find the journal? What's it say? The journal was still here? Amazing! What did it say? Let me see that. Huh. Ritual simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever testing it on a vampire. Something about life energy. Right. Zingalis must have continued Verandis' experiments and refined them. You know, when a vampire dies, our souls go to Cold Harbor, to Molag Bal. This may be our chance to get answers directly from a member of the... Why not? They're evil. Who cares what the ritual does to them? We have to interrogate them and find some weakness. Some way to stop the Grey Host. Go downstairs and find the reliquary Verandis wrote about. Then meet me in the ritual chamber. Get the reliquary and meet me in the ritual chamber.
Так, там еще где это? хочу я на них наступать. Они чуть больно кусаются. Блин, а сбоку было как раз. Просто качает горгулья делает. Блин, в любом случае решите. Так, что у нас тут? Идем все-таки. Все правильно. Все-таки верхнюю мне или нижнюю надо? Все-таки правильно. Блин, вот нафига такое здорово делать? Главное, что кроме меня здесь никого нет. Стоп. Что-то нашел. Интересно. Не очень. Все равно падает. Ладно. Еще горгулья. Ё-моё. Все правильно я бежал. Да, не совсем правильно. Все-таки вниз надо было. Твою ж. Хоть эти не рисуются, то хорошо. Ну, тут все-таки вижу. Что-то как-то долговато грузится.
That's a stone husk, all right. Light the candles to begin the ritual.
А эту фигню мне сейчас надо будет убить.
Good. Now place the reliquary. The ritual. It's working. Don't move, Exarch. We've got questions.
So hungry.
Fine. You want to fight? Let's do this. We just want to talk.
Понятно. Пока этого не убьем. Этот не увезли.
What are you doing here?
Who do you think sealed this place, child? I came as soon as my wards were disturbed.
Verondis, you should have told me about the Grey Council.
So you know, Gwendis. Come, let us all speak outside.
Что за хлам? Не могли телепортировать на выход? Не бегать туда-сюда, сейчас опять по этим залам.
So you're the one who helped my ward Gwendis with her inquiries. If I had been completely honest with her, I could have saved you both the trouble. Please, accept my apologies. That was the ancient past. There was no reason to mention my involvement with the Grey Host. I never imagined they would return. Rada al-Saran and I were friends once. You saw? Then know that I regret not trying harder. If I pushed, could I have averted the war? I suppose we'll never know. Regardless, Gwendis informs me that Rada al-Saran may be alive. Now I take up the mantle of what you and Gwendis started. We must find out what this revived Grey Host plans and devise a way to stop them. When the time...
I started looking for information about the Grey Host and discovered that my mentor had a hand in their creation. Verondis may have kept his past a secret, but at least we know he opposed their plans for conquest. He wasn't a part of their war. I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret, but we'll work it out, eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him. Of course. There's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. I'll help in whatever way I can, and once we know more, we'll send for you. I figure you want to see how this ends just as much as we do. Take this, my friend. You earned it. For helping me learn more about Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, and for discovering the true connection between Verondis and the Grey Council. When you're ready for a reckoning, House Reyvenvotch will contact you.
Все, что за реликвиарий еще непонятно. Купит, И чего, и все? Так, ну что, по идее все. Вот и все задание. Ну ладно, пойдем по Скайриме доделаем. Чтобы у меня не висело хоть это. Оно мне уже давным-давно мешается только. Как раз доделаю, в принципе, наверное, все на этом на сегодня. Потом надо будет задание в Скайриме поделать. То есть так, начал в свое время и забросил. Завтра все время будет по стриму. Да, интернет в последнее время что-то как-то выделывается, особенно по выходным. Так, где оно? Выполнить эти задания, чтобы уже не висели. То у меня вечный дефицит с квестами. Игрушка все-таки красивая. Интересно, когда ее переделают на 5-ю Соньку, графику они тоже немножко подулучшат, надеюсь, под нее, или она останется такой же. Это мне, честно сказать, интересно. Все-таки хорошо, что вернули голоса. А то до предыдущего патча как-то печально было, что они молчком стояли. Так. Песни все-таки здесь есть неплохие. Ну да, я понимаю, что они переведены, но все-таки нужно же было.
I believe we toured the southern, northern, and central arbors. Yes, that sounds right. There should be 3 bottles, all with... It's the best place for wine in Somerset. Well, at least according to my father it is. That's why he makes me Why, aren't you just hilarious? Yes, let's bully the tasteless lash who lost his... Fine, fine. Let me try to remember. I recall sitting near a fire with someone playing a...
Так, понятно. Этот просто поговорит, где его бутылки. Поможем алкашу найти пузырьки. Так, она где-то тут, что у тебя Гаутона. Последняя. Где-то тут. Ага, нашел. Все, подумал, кашу относительно. Это думал, тут все-таки 2 разных задания. Ну ладно. Даже проще, все на одном. Так, где этот алкаш?
Slick. My head hasn't hurt this bad since, well, actually not that long ago. Perhaps my cousin's wedding last month? My, don't these beauties look tempting? Perhaps I'll have a few sips, just to get me going.
Так, готово. Ну, по сути, все. Можно возвращаться в Skyrim. Делать там задания. Не, ну можно, конечно, доделать эти. другие задания, но, честно говоря, не очень хочется. Что все-таки закончится Скайримом, а потом вернуться в начальную локацию, делать там квесты. Так.
Are you purposefully doing a poor job? Because I can come to no other conclusion.
This is absurd. No one can meet these standards, not even you.
Так, то я уже думал, может, какие задания еще. Как видишь, здесь, да, западный Скайрим. Завтра продолжу здесь ковыряться. А на этом, в принципе, все на сегодня. Квестик сделал. Так что всем, кто смотрел, спасибо и пока.